Sometimes canoe tripping is tough.
Completing just 30 kilometers in 2 long days of travel, we'd face some grueling challenges.
We knew the route would be difficult, and weather conditions didn't make it any easier for us.
We'd spent most of our time soaking wet and covered in bugs.
It can be difficult to find enjoyment when you're really grinding your way through a trip.
But without fail, we always managed to.
The landscape of northwestern Ontario, Canada is a reward of its own.
After a few days of making our way through the route, we start to find a rhythm.
The rhythm of our paddles takes us through the long, windy lakes, past dramatic shorelines and wildlife, and into the river.
Here, we find the rhythm of the river. This is where we belong.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We decided to have breakfast indoors in order to maintain sanity. So we've got our coffee there. We've got Sherry's world famous quinoa porridge. Sherry got all the bedding and stuff packed up. So it's trying so hard to be sunny. It's not yet sunny. It's just shortly after 8 now. So we're trying to be optimistic. I just decided right now that we're only allowed one of us to be miserable. And we're going to let Sherry have it today because yesterday you scalded yourself with hot tea, fresh, brand new, poor bugger. How's that feeling today, by the way?
It's okay.
It's okay?
Good, but I'm not miserable.
No, I'm saying you're allowed to be, but I'm not saying you are. And your poor phone isn't working right now. So if she needs to be miserable today, we'll let her, so I can't be. So I have to go with optimism, I guess, which is not my proclivity on normal days.
Coffee will help.
Coffee will certainly help that. So we're going to do coffee and porridge. Probably a 6-foot-high beaver dam. Oh, here we go. So, guys, we've gotten all through Esker Lake and the outflow here. It's a gorgeous little paddle, actually.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it was nice. We had that nice stiff wind, kept the bugs off, so we disengaged our bug nets. But now it is time to re-engage because they're definitely not gone. So we're just portaging seemingly over a road and a bit of rapid. And then we have a little bit more river travel, but we're not sure how much we're going to be able to navigate. It might just be a bunch of portaging, maybe even some lining, and then we're into Steel Lake. So yeah, this is beautiful travel so far today.
So far, so good.
It looks like there's a beaver dam built on a falls here. Yeah, it's probably 15 feet. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's pretty good there. Jesus. So it's interesting to see sort of the underwater little canal that the beaver build. Once the dam lets go, this dam has let go, just to see the little passageways that they've made through what was underwater. So cool. I think this is our last little obstacle, or set of obstacles, and then we're into Steel Lake. Awesome. Yeah, all white caps on here. So we've got 20 kilometers of paddling against white cap headwinds. Hey guys, we've stopped on the very far south end of Steel Lake. In behind this beautiful little cliff face is a little sheltered spot. Somebody actually has an aluminum boat stored here, and you can see a four-wheeler trail leads to it, probably from a road. But yeah, so Cher's cutting us up some lunch, and we're just discussing the plans. So in looking at the Zoleo, the only thing that's been true with the Zoleo has been the wind direction and somewhat the wind speed. It says 25 km/h wind speed, but it seems a lot more than that. Maybe it's just gusting over that, but it's coming from the exact direction that Zoleo says. But it also says it's sunny, and it's not sunny. So that right there is the most like sun we've had. But unless it's just really, really hazy, which I suppose it could be, it says it's supposed to be sunny all day today into tomorrow. So Cher and I are thinking we've got a campsite 2 kilometers up, and then another campsite an additional 2 kilometers up that are marked on our maps. And we're thinking of trying to make that second one 4 kilometers at this pace, trying to stay sheltered and stuff. I don't know how quickly we're going to be going, 1 or 2 kilometers an hour at the most. If we just try to make that second campsite today, see how we feel, if our arms aren't too tired, and then hunker down, maybe dry some of our stuff off in the wind and what it says is going to be sunshine. So that might be our goal for today. What do you think, Cher?
Sounds good.
Awesome. So we're pulling up to that second site we showed you on the map. It's a beautiful gravel beach. That was 45 minutes. First washroom sign I've seen in this park. There's a lot of these beautiful, I can't remember the name of them. I know there's some kind of rose. They are gorgeous. Yeah, a bathroom sign. It doesn't look like a bathroom, really. It's not a thunderbox anyway. It's more just like one of those pits with some little platform over it. But it also looks like some folks just bring their beer cans back there too, which is nice.
It's not a bathroom?
Yeah, it's a bathroom, but it's one of those ones that's just a platform. It's not a thunderbox. Platform with a shallow hole. Gorgeous beach. What are those roses? Some other pretty flowers. Oh yeah, right in here. Certainly a well-established site here for sure. Oh look, there's even a camp sign. It's upside down. Does it mean that the camp is in distress? I say probably. Some dorks were here, obviously. Other dorks previous to them. So yeah, well-established site. Lots of room for a few tents. Probably would get buggy in here though. I don't know if I'm tired enough to stay in here. Sharon and I will have a chat about it. We'll see. So after very brief discussion, we've both decided that we're going to move on. It's only 1:30 and we are about, give or take, 3 hours paddling from the site that we had our eyes on today. So the site it's nice enough. It's a big, beautiful beach and there's lots of room, but it's...
Lots of bugs. Can't have a campfire. Might as well keep moving.
Sorry. Splooshed ya. Cool you down a little bit here. So there's a beach here. I don't know if we think we could settle on it for the night. Probably not. I think it's something like that. You know what I mean? But I think if we just kind of continue to ferry our way into this bay, we'll find something. You all right with that? Can't get too low, eh? Oh shoot. You have a Charlie horse, babe? Oh, okay. Keep looking for campsites. And this is probably the fourth sort of potential that we've tried. There's no listed campsites, so no actual campsites, but we're just trying to find a flat spot to put our tent. We'd like to have a bit of wind in order to keep the bugs at bay, but that's not even an absolute necessity at this point. We just want a flat spot to put our tent. It's funny, we just checked out that campsite. It didn't work out. There's no spot to put a tent that's nearly big enough, and it just wasn't great, but it's a cute little spot for a beaver. So we were just coming around the corner here. It's a bunch of slack water. It's nice and calm. And we were just looking around the corner at the main fetch of the lake, and it literally, Sherry made the comment, here comes the rapids, because I'll show you a little clip on my phone. It literally looks like rapids. There's the white caps just come out of nowhere. So I'm going to show you on my phone. All right, so we've found home for tonight.
Yay! Oh my gosh. This keeps getting windier.
Yeah, we didn't think it could get much windier, but it is. This is the windiest on a small inland lake I've ever paddled, for sure. But we found a beautiful little spot. We'll show you around after, but I'll let you see. This is kind of, it's got to be 50 kilometer-an-hour gusts, maybe 60 at times, and 40 steady. So we're going to tuck ourselves in and hope to have a nice bug-free night anyway. So it's like, if you don't have the most deadly mosquitoes ever, you're going to have gale force winds. We'll take the winds for tonight because we've dealt with the mosquitoes for the last two. Let's get to work, baby. Not like we haven't worked
Oh my
a
gosh,
lot.
day 3 and it's still been a tough trip.
Okay, see you in a bit. Come on, join us with pasta. There's no shortage of pasta here. Holy jumping.
Who did the dehydrating?
Who did the dehydrating, she asked. I'm not even dignifying that with an answer. Sherry wanted to tell me how the day was, and I was like, I was there, dude. Let's tell the camera.
It was intense. Like, I had to paddle really hard. We were in 4-foot waves. I feel like I was just up and down like a roller coaster out there. Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know about 4 feet, but I'm certainly 3-foot waves, 100%.
You were at the back.
But I was seeing Sherry do this, so that's bigger waves than we've been on an inland lake for sure.
Crazy.
And I would say 9 times out of 10 we would have just found a campsite, which we were trying to do, and we would have just been windbound for the day. But once we got north of that one campsite that was just full, like infested with bugs and a bunch of garbage, we were like, okay, we're in it now, so we stayed really close to shore. And man, we just paddled our hearts out. And I think that I did some videoing of like sort of sideways to show you against the shoreline how fast we were going.
Here.
And it's like walking at a snail's pace. This is how quickly you would walk to the principal's office. Is how fast we were going in our canoe, but we were hauling it as hard as we could. We got almost to our destination today. Our destination was 25 kilometers. We're about 4 kilometers short of that. So we did 21K.
Yeah, it got progressively worse. The more we tried to keep going, the harder the wind was pushing us back. So I'm happy with this campsite.
This is such a great campsite. I'll give you guys a little tour. So we're gonna have some pasta and we'll show you a tour of the site too. It's magical. Me, we were sitting down to dinner and we had a happy not so much accident. If you've watched our Ranger Lake loop videos, you'll know that we sometimes tend to just put red sauce with pasta and it makes a beautiful taste no matter what the red sauce is. This is butter curry chicken pasta with cheese. Freshly rehydrated.
Yum.
And we are going to enjoy this and settle in. I think we're going to settle in and have a relaxing evening, eh, babe?
Yep.
It's pretty early. Our stuff is drying. We've still got lots of sunlight left, but we don't want it, to be honest. Well,
Not
there hasn't
many
been sun.
sunlight.
Yeah, there hasn't been sun since we started this trip, but light left. But we don't want it. We just want to relax, maybe have a nice long sleep that we earned. Okay, we'll head back at you soon. Good morning, Kippers. Day 4. How are you feeling, Chair? Feeling strong? The sun is up. Finally, the sun is up. We got out of the tent at about 7 because we saw the shadows. We saw the tree shadows on our tent saying, oh my gosh, we might have some sunshine for the first time on the trip. And we do. We're going to soak it up while we can. So we're into our first coffee. We've got breakfast rehydrating over there. Got some eggs, a couple of different egg dishes.
Gourmet.
And gourmet, yeah. Our initial goal for today was to get around into the river and then down a little ways. We may change our plans. We'll see. We'll feel it out. And we might just get to the end of Steel Lake today, which is about 18 to 20 kilometers from here. Yeah, but we have to backtrack a little bit because your old pal Jay has a tendency on long trips in the north to leave a Nalgene bottle behind when there's like a rest stop or something. So we believe we know where it is. It's about a kilometer back southeast. So we're just going to go check on it. Hopefully it's there, and then beeline our way up to the end. We might stop and check out this campsite that we didn't make it to yesterday, but we're hoping for a good day of weather here. The bugs are not around. There were bugs this morning, but as soon as you get into the breeze, they take off. What are your thoughts for the day, Cher?
I don't know. I'm just hoping it doesn't rain on us.
We have simple
Basically.
requests. Very simple requests these days. We're just hoping that just because there's 25 kilometer an hour winds, we hope it doesn't rain on us all day today. So,
I think my socks are dry finally.
oh nice. I didn't check mine. My boots are probably still wet, but good stuff, friends. So we'll see you soon. Stick with us. It's a gorgeous day so far, and we are in nature, so what could actually be wrong, right? So we're just packing up here. Cher's just getting the tent torn down, and I've made a great discovery. Just underneath Sherry's hat is voila! The water bottle I couldn't find and thought might have been back a kilometer. So that means we don't have to backtrack. We start the day fresh and at 0. And we're just going ahead north against this headwind. But we're in really good shape, friends. We're heading out. The sun is still fighting to try to stay out. We're confident that we're going to have an easy day with this type of wind, unless it picks up more, and then we just have a bit of a harder day, but so it goes. Now it's time for everyone's favorite part of the day, and that's put on your wet socks to put into your wet boots. We had them out drying last night in the wind. There was a significant amount of wind, not much for sun, but they're drier than they were yesterday, but they are not dry. So you put on your socks first, which are almost dry but not quite. You test balancing, you show your balancing beam prowess, and then you slip it into the wet boot and just feel the cold water embrace you. And within a couple minutes, your body temperature is going to bring the cold water up to temperature, and it's like getting into a wetsuit, really. I see Sherry's already done that without all the fanfare and the videography. So we're getting ready to get back on the water. The sun is shining in this rainy city. The sun is shining, and it's not a pity, I would submit. So we have a good day of travel ahead of us, friends. Hoping to make it to the river or thereabouts. See you on the water. So as we said, this is a non-operating provincial park, and it's pretty remote and wild. So there are no thunderboxes or privies or anything like that. No outhouses. So you have to make a spot if you're using the loo in the woods. And you could use the heel of your boot, like a brute, or you could just grab a trowel. So this trowel here is from Suluk 46, and it weighs basically nothing. It takes up very little space in your pack. It's almost so light it floats. It's made of some space-age titanium, but it really helps for digging out a little hole that you want to make, because you don't want to just do your stuff on the surface and leave your paper, even though it is, yeah, biodegradable eventually. It's better to just keep it out of sight, out of mind, and definitely off of the trail. You just dig a little hole with your trusty trowel and then cover it back up like you were never there, and you're leaving basically no trace. So do you guys ever get attached to a campsite that you love so much that you say goodbye to it? Because we do that all the time. We're going to say goodbye to the campsite and bid it adieu, and we're going to be shoving off in a few moments. Bye, campsite.
Bye, campsite.
See you. We're just about halfway to the end of Steel Lake, where there's a portage or a few portages into the river. We just stopped for a drink and just have a look at these beautiful dramatic cliffs that are just everywhere on this gorgeous lake. Sherry was commenting that things look a lot better in the sunshine. Even this wind doesn't seem as harsh. It's not as harsh, but paddling in a headwind is a lot easier in the sun. I almost ended up in the drink. Oh, that would have been good clean comedy there. But I'm standing in the canoe like a dork. Anyway, yeah, we could see visibility is good, paddling is good, spirits are good. So we just got to see a little bear cub, a little black bear cub. I think he was browsing on blueberry bushes just on a little rocky outcrop here, and we got to catch a glimpse of him as he hightailed it up into the forest, and that was really, really special. He looked healthy. It was really nice to see. So Cher, it's just 10 after 1 right now.
It's lovely.
This was kind of like our hopeful goal for today, like if it was going to be crazy winds like yesterday, but now we're halfway through the day and we might be able to make it to that campsite on the river that we were hoping to.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Dry out some clothes, read a bit, kick our feet up.
Like we were on vacation or something.
Yeah.
Sweet. Funny how over the days things actually start to seem to get lighter. And Cher's got the food pack, but I think I'm secretly loading more of my things into her bag. Don't tell her.
Oh, it's nice to get through a portage with dry pants. Strange feeling.
Strange but wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, onward. I think we have a short paddle and another small port, and then we're on the river proper. I guess we're officially starting the river portion of our trip.
I feel like we could have made it down there.
Oh, see, now we're talking, Cher. Now I got Sherry talking about, oh, I think we could have made it. We would have bounced a fair bit. But yeah, buddy, now we're talking, Cher. That is paddle. Nice. Sweet. Yeah, that's okay. Let's stay, oops. Sweet. A sign of things to come. Dum dum dum. Look at this little clam over here. Check out the little clams moving. Well, you can't see them moving, but having moved, they're little footprints. How cute is that? Nicely done, babe. So Cher and I coming up to this class 1, probably class 2 at the bottom. Pretty simple up here. Obviously there's a really nice deep water tongue there. Yep, we're good. Okay, so we're going to stay right here all the way down to out about there, and then I think we're just going to try to come out of it. I don't know if we can eddy out because it's pretty shallow, but actually let's try to eddy out behind this rock. See the rock on the left, immediate left? Immediate left, yeah. Paddle, paddle, yeah, paddle, paddle, paddle. And then eddy out. Baby, that was textbook almost. Okay. And then line the rest, just because it's really bony, or we're gonna have a look to see if maybe the right side of that bottom bit is able. Otherwise, we're just bouncing off boulders down at the bottom, but we'll run a little bit of it anyway. Go ahead. You good? Okay, let's practice your tilt. Yeah. We're gonna peel in, so tilt. Nice. Sweet. Our chosen camp should be up on the right, across from the cliff face. All right, so there is home for the night, but Sherry wants to go rock hopping over here first. Come over here before you take your shirt off.
I'm boiling.
So, friends and countrymen, we are finally done. That was an 8-hour day, or 8 plus, between portaging and paddling.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a lot. It was we had 85, we were at 52, so like 33 kilometers we put in today. Great weather for it. We got to the desired campsite we wanted. It's beautiful. It's open and it's airy underneath, so we're going to have a bit of a breeze. If the breeze kicks up, we might get a bit of sun in the morning. If the sun comes up over there, dry out our stuff. And I'm going to have a swim. I don't know about Cher. She was rock hopping over there like a lunatic. But I'm going to definitely have a swim. And we're just going to relax. We have like 4 hours of sunlight left. Maybe not sunlight. The sun's already kind of crossed our horizon, but daylight, let's say. And we're going to do whatever we please.
We're on vacation.
something that Sherry noticed, maybe you'd say to the people. We noticed some tracks, and Cher said to me, "Oh, baby, there's bear tracks over here." Wait, barefoot tracks. It's human bare feet of human tracks, and they look to be a couple of days old because it looks like there's rain that's fallen on them, and maybe they have a kayak.
Yeah, we've seen footprints like on the trail in a few spots. One set of footprints.
So
So someone's ahead of us.
if you are the kayaker or party of kayakers ahead of us, we are now, jeepers, 26th, 27th of June, 2023, 26th of June, 2023. So if you are doing the Steel Lake loop around this time and you're walking barefoot on this campsite, give us a message or comment on this video, because we'd love to hear from you and see how your experience was. I'm sure it was as varied and interesting as ours has been. Anyway, we'll get into camp and get set up, and we'll get back at you. Hi, pals. So we are at camp on day 4.
Day 4.
Day 4. But we're on the Steel River and we are relaxing. We had a swim. We did a little bit of laundry. Got camp set up. We're just rehydrating some chili and rice and reflecting on the day. Jay got a pretty good sunburn. Not sure if you can see that. Even though I did apply sunscreen, I'm about 40 plus years old and I'm still learning how to apply sunscreen properly. So, go figure. But yeah, so we're thinking we've got another sort of not as long of a day tomorrow. Lots of river travel. I don't know where the log jams start, but we're bound to see them soon. They're our favorite thing. How do you feel, Cher?
I'm good. I'm a little sore. My shoulders are definitely sore from the paddling we had to do yesterday. So it was nice to have a day of sunshine today. Yeah, saw lots of wildlife today.
Yeah, we saw that bear cub. It was so cute on the end of Steel Lake. Tons of birds. Cher got some footage of a bald eagle just in a tree. Didn't want to fly for us. Tons of ducklings. But yeah, yesterday's paddle was hard. 21 kilometers of hard fought kilometers, like gale force headwinds on big water down at the end of a 10-kilometer fetch. So headwind hell, that's what the subtitle of this damn video is going to be called. Because well, maybe not. Anyway, yeah, it was big time. So that put us both in a position to be sore today, I think. But we're going to lick our wounds this evening. We got to camp 5:30, so we got lots of sunlight left. And yeah, we're just going to relax, read. We're having coffee mocha now, which is one of our favorite treats to have out on the camping trail. Chills. And we hope the weather is just as beautiful tomorrow as it was today. I'm going to wear long sleeves and apply sunscreen first thing in the morning on my face. Is my face burnt?
Yes.
Yes. The answer is yes. Good.
I have a mosquito on here.
And also a mosquito on all parts of me. All right, so we're going to get into dinner, and yeah, we'll see you a little bit later on, friends. do you stop your camera, babe?
This one's off
Oh,
on the top.